Hey everybody, it's Bev at Bev's Creating with Love and Whimsy, and I'm going to be in an event later, and I wanted to make up a few extra pieces of ephemera ahead of time and let it get nice and dry. So I'm going to just record this to show you how I'm going to get started, and then we'll continue it later after it gets nice and dry. I'm going to be using some napkins, and in case you're wondering, the event tonight is um, themed with sunflowers, so hence sunflower napkins. But we're going to decoupage on a piece of book page, and I'm going to use a piece of book page that came from my Daphne's diary because I just like the way she does her print when she does her journal entries. Love that magazine. Love it, love it, love it. So I'm going to use this page. And a couple of these napkins, I don't know if I'll use them all. This one's kind of big for what I want to do. And even that one might be, but we'll see. And just get it started here. So the first thing I'm going to do is take this napkin and get the layers off of it. This was actually, I saw this technique done on YouTube by, gosh, I'm trying to think. I believe it was Tina at Shabby Dabby Doodah quite a while back. And I'm sure many other people have done this or do it. So it's nothing new, but we're going to do it for tonight because I think it'll be some cute extra pieces of ephemera. I already have something I want to use, but this will just be some extra to add on. So I got those two. I just used tape to take the other two layers off. It was a 3-ply napkin. Not sure where I got this. I might have got it in Happy Meal. I really can't remember. But I'm going to cut out some of these sunflowers and arrange them on this paper with my Mod Podge. You could use white glue, watered down or whatever, but I'm going to use Mod Podge. And then we're going to let it dry and come back to it to make some stamp like ephemera pieces. So like a postage stamp, but I'm going to do some vintage work on them, some inks, some stamps, just a few other little odds and ends. So let's just cut out a few of these sunflowers. They all look pretty much the same, but there's some different sizes. And I'm just cutting them out square. I'm not ripping them because I am making stamps. So they will have, add the sides to them, nice straight sides. I'll probably use my specialty scissors that cut the stamp edges. So that doesn't come until after they're all nice and dry, which shouldn't take too long, but just in case. Let me do that. Let me see what these other ones look like. I think for what I'm going to do, these might be a little big, but I'm going to make one anyway, just because I can. Sorry about that noise. Let's take the extra layers off. Not sure if this is 2-ply or 3-ply. Looks like just 2-ply. You can usually tell pretty much after you get 1 ply off if there's another one or not. But if you want to double check, this tape's about empty. If you want to double check, you can just take your tape, if you don't mind tearing it, and do another little tear. And if it tears the whole napkin, you know that there's not another ply. All right, I'm going to just, for the sake of seeing if it's something I'm going to want, I'm going to take, I think, this piece. I like it the best because it really does look like a sunflower, the petals. This is a wonky cut. Not very good, Bev. Let's see if I can straighten it out here in a second. But I do think I like this other one. The flowers are smaller. And I think it's going to be more like what I want for this ephemera that I'm trying to put together. Just going to take some of these rough edges off. Okay, I can put that one there. I want some writing around each piece. So when I cut them out. So let's get this one. And see if I have anything else over here that I can use. Maybe a butterfly with the sunflower would be pretty. So let me take this one. And yeah, I don't think there's anything left going to come off of this tape. Let me try to find another thing of tape. Hold on. I have to go find it. This is some of that tape I got at Ollie's the other day for $1. And it's proving to be a little bit difficult to get started. Maybe my glasses would help. Let's do that. The arrows are going down. That's really... I think this is the hardest I've ever had opening some tape. Sorry, you guys. It's coming, it's coming. Maybe some tweezers. There's got to be a trick to it, but you know, when you get 12 rolls of tape for $1. There we go. All right, so let me take these layers off. All these extra pieces, you can keep all these extra pieces. This even has, you know, like a little bit of the pattern in the white, which comes in handy for the backgrounds on some of your decoupage pieces. Not sure if this is 2-ply or not. Let's try it. Once empty, throw it away, Beth. Let's see. Yeah, it's 3-ply. There's another ply. See, sometimes you just can't tell. But you do want to get them all off, because if you're decoupaging 2 layers by mistake, only the bottom layer is going to stick really well, and then you're going to have it drawing up on you. And you don't really want that to happen. All right, let's get these back. This is really big. I'm not sure I'm going to use it, but we're going to put it there. And that one up there, this one right here, and let's just get a butterfly. And I'm thinking with the sunflowers, you know, these could be sunflowers right here. I'm gonna, for the sake of saying it, I'm gonna say they are, and I'm gonna put one of those in my little group that I'm putting together. If nothing else, it's the right color. And let's get a butterfly. How about, let's keep it kind of fallish, and we'll do this one down here. This will make a pretty, I think the smaller print, the better when you're making these stamps. So these napkins are not perfect for it, but it's what I had. And I need to use these tonight, so I don't really have time to go shopping. Okay, I'm going to cut a little bit more of this one off because it's so big and it's not square either. And even though I'm going to square them off with my fancy scissors later, okay, let's do it. Let's get them glued down. So I am going to use my Mod Podge. Got a clean brush. And again, I'm using this magazine page from my Daphne's Diary magazine. I love my I'm so glad I started a subscription. I know it was a splurge, but oh my goodness, I'm enjoying them. I've gotten my second one now, and I'm enjoying it just as much as I did my first one. And I said I probably wouldn't ever cut them up for ephemera, but no, they're perfect for ephemera. So, why would I be not cutting them up for ephemera? If you've never seen a Daphne's Diary magazine, they have crafts in them. They have really good pages like this with the typeface, whatever she uses. I just love it. It's just like looking at somebody's diary. It's looking at Daphne's Diary, and that's the whole point of the magazine, I guess. I'm just going to get these down. I want to try to get a little bit of writing on some of the sides. If I don't, it's okay, because I'm not 100% sure that this is going to do what I want it to do. This is a first for me. I've seen it done. It's been a while, but I'm trying to think who I saw do it besides Tina. And I haven't watched Tina in a while. It's been so crazy over here. So that just says how long it's been. I'm going to leave some space in between because I'm going to cut right in between these pieces when they dry. So I want some space. And wrinkles are okay. For me, wrinkles are always, just look at my face. Wrinkles are okay. Don't really have a choice on the wrinkles. Well, I suppose you do, but I don't feel like I do. I'm not the fix the wrinkle kind of gal. I'm like, it is what it is, Bev. Make the best of it. Yeah, I just thought I'd pop on and do a quick video showing the first step. And then we're going to let it dry. Make it dry. As one of the watercolor artists I watch says, or let it dry. I'm going to actually let it dry. And then I'll come back and finish. I'm going to put it down here. I wish there was a little more writing on this page. I'm trying to put a lot into a small space. So this, like I said, this is kind of a test. And I'm going to get this one down. And I'm going to do it over those suitcases because I'm making a stamp, right? And stamps travel. So I'm going to get it down to where it has some suitcase and some writing. All right, so I've got them glued down, I think, pretty well. And when it dries, I think the wrinkles will all come out. Not the wrinkles, the wobbly of the paper. That's just from the moisture of the glue. That will all settle down when it's dry. If you've ever decoupaged on your covers like I do, that's how it starts. But after it's nice and dry, that goes away. All right, so let's let this dry, and when we come back, I'll take it to the next step and try to make some cute ephemera pieces for tonight. So I'll be back. Hold on. Okay, I have let these dry. I helped them a little bit, but I mostly let them. And you can see they've leveled out nicely. And under a book for an hour would do the rest of the trick, but I want to get them just about finished. See, I didn't clean up my mess. Sorry about that. Okay, so my next step is going to be to cut them out of this page, and I'm going to use my Fiskars, I call them a fancy scissors. This one's actually called Stamp, so it makes the outline of a stamp. Still a little, I'm feeling a little bit on the back damp, so let's see if it cuts or not. I might have to put the heat tool to it. But we're going to go right against the edge of my napkin on this one. On some of them I'm going to leave, but on some of them I'm not. Leave writing. This one, there wasn't anything over on this side, so I'm just going to go ahead and make it a smaller postage stamp. Going right down on the edges. I can see where this would be kind of addictive if you were just had a bunch of napkins. I really think the best napkins are the ones with a lot of littles on it. But that's got the stamp edge. That's cute. We still have a lot to do, but that's the beginning. Now this one's got writing all the way around it. So I'm going to cut a little bit away and keep some of that writing, at least on a couple sides, just to give me more room to decorate and a little bit more activity. Plus the paper is so cool that I don't want to even think that I wasted a minute of a piece of my magazine. I guess you can tell I'm really loving these magazines. All right, I'm gonna go up the edge of this one. And we can cut them in shorter later if I want, but I'd rather leave myself some space to be able to go smaller if I have to later. So these are obviously not stamps. You wouldn't have a postage stamp this big, but I'm going to do it like stamps just because that's what I want my ephemera to be. I'm going to leave those right there. Can you see them okay? Oops. All right. Let's get this one. I'm going to get to the edge on this one because I don't have any writing to speak of on the other side. So I want them to be pretty much the same. I know, unusual for me to even worry about it being the same or matchy-matchy or anything, but I have something in mind. Okay, there's another one. This big one, this is just actually going to be like a ephemera card. It's so big. I'm going to say that it's probably close to, what, 3x4? Close to it. So let's take a little bit of the writing, just a little bit of the writing with this one. And then this is where I cut off the other piece. I want to come in and make it more even with the other side. I could have put another layer of Mod Podge on top, but I think it's okay. And we got one more. I'm going to keep some writing on this one. And I just don't even want to waste this paper, so I'm going to keep some of these cut-offs just because I might need them. That little piece, that would definitely go on a journaling card or something. Look at that little piece. I love that font. And let's keep the word Wednesday, because I never know when I'll need Wednesday. And let's keep holiday plans. Has nothing to do with this particular ephemera I'm doing, but I'm going to keep those pieces just because I am. All right, let's get this out of the way. Okay, my next thing, I think I'm going to do some stamping. So I brought over this piece of acetate because my glass mat is way on the other side of the kitchen and it's being used for something else. So I have some stamps. I have this set of stamps, and you know what? I can't remember where I got them from. I want to say, I don't know. It could have been Amazon. It could have been May made it. I don't remember. But it's a cool piece of stamping with all the little postal things. So I'm going to take these lines, because you see those a lot on postage stamps. I'm going to take that, and I'm going to take one of these little circles, and let's do the one with Bridgeport, Connecticut. It's dated 1935. And then how about a number? Is that number still here? No, that number's gone. Do I have a number? I have the big post office. Wait a minute, is this a number? Let's take this. This has 1120 on it. I might use that. Let's try that first and see what we think. And I'm going to take my permanent ink, because I don't want this to, easily come off when I glue it or whatever else I do to it, just in case I do more to it. And I'm going to start with the squiggly lines that you see. Ooh, that's a nice juicy pad. I just got this one. And I'm going to take that and just kind of let it run up the page, put it down like that. That is a juicy one. Won't push so hard the next time. And on this one, we'll go right here, just a little bit. And this is a bigger one. Let's go over on this side. So, and you can see that I'm trying to make them look more like a postage stamp. And this one. And this one. All right, that's that. Now let's take another one. We've got the circle one that you see on canceled postage when you get a letter in the mail, if it has a stamp on it. And I'm going to just kind of put that to the side, right side up though. It's upside down. Not that the post office always puts it right side up, but we're going to. I'm going to do this on a couple of them, maybe not all of them. Or maybe all of them. I don't know. Let's put it right there. Oh, that's so cool, you guys. All right, we'll do this one right here. And this one over here. I could cut more of this one off. I think I will, but I'm going to stamp it first. And this one, you could mass make these easily, so easily. And this one is littler, so it's going to come off a little bit, and that's good, I think. Yeah, really makes it look like it's torn off a letter. Okay, so that's that one. And what else did I take? I took the numbers. It says number 1120 receipt. I don't know if we need that on anything, but let's see what it looks like on at least one of them, like this big one. Let's do just the number. That's cool. I like that. This one, I'll just do the 20. Very cool. And I might have something else I want to use, but I think this is good. Let's just keep with it. This one, I'm going to use the word receipt. I'm going to try to just get the receipt. So I'm going to put this here to stop the rest of it. And we're just going to put receipt. Cute. All right. And this one, I'm going to kind of go off of it a little bit. There we go. And on top of that one, make it look like it went through the stamper twice. And we'll just do the number on this one. Right there. Okay. That's that. Okay, so the next thing, I think I'm going to ink the edges. Could get a dauber, I guess. Let me get a dauber. Yeah. And you can see how you could do anything. You could stamp anything on these, and shoot, you could set a like a floral thing, just do a bunch of floral journaling cards with floral napkins on a book page of your choice, and then stamp them with like words or sentiments or Bible verses. The sky's the limit, I think. I'm going to cut that off right there because I didn't do that before. Oh, let's do it right about there. Keep that. All right. Let's see what we've got here, you guys. I think I'll be able to use some of this tonight. I'm going to put them over here and show you. Of course, some of them aren't qualifying as postage stamps. They're way too big, but they're definitely qualifying as ephemera. Pull it up here closer. Not too close. Here we go. So what do you think? I think they're really cool. And it was easy. A piece of paper. I recommend a magazine page that's not shiny, a matte magazine page, and preferably one with a lot of writing on it. I just think it looks nice, but that's up to you. And then napkins, and for napkins, I think I'm going to start looking for napkins with smalls, like little things. I think that'll look really cool because this one's really cool. It's a little bit big, but it's got that smaller flower on it. And this one's almost perfect for what I want. So that's how they ended up. So I hope you like this. Like I said, not my idea, but a lot of fun. And I really think I could get hooked on mass making these because y'all know I'm a mass maker. And if I can find something to mass make, I'm going to do it. So thanks for hanging out. I hope you enjoyed it. And we'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.